I was always going to take it to my deathbed that I was alcoholic. I was arrogant, I was very selfish, and I was very entitled. I will admit that. You know, I didn't drink often, but I binged quite a lot. 21 days, medical aid, but I ended up doing 56. Admitting in rehab that I was alcoholic, I just want to be a voice of reason, really, if I look at everything that's transpired. And 2 years is crazy. I've had bad days, I've had good days, but again, don't let your highs be too high and your lows be too low.
Molweni nonke ndinambela ke apha ku The Best of Me podcast lamagama ngoSamora Mangesi kwaye nindibona nje ndithetha isiXhosa ndihleli nondwendwe apha lingumkhaya namhlanje it's going to be a very interesting conversation. We're tapping into the world of sports a little bit, taking it back home to the Eastern Cape as well, and having a chat with Sinalo Jafta, who is a cricket player. Yep. Currently you're playing for the Protea Women's.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for being here.
Yeah, thank you so much. Like, it's so funny because but like, actually, when I was during the World Cup, now currently in India, and that Dizogwe actually, and then I think it was the last episode where you like sent through on TikTok like Kanene Libel, and then that's when I was like, ideas.
You know, it's so wild that I think I appreciated your message so much. Because a message yako came at a time when I was having a conversation with myself specifically about this platform. We had this massive launch, big start. Yeah. Everybody was, and then the numbers took a dip.
Yeah.
And as they do, of course, the hype kind of dies down a little bit. And I had to have a conversation with myself to remind myself why we're doing this.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, Ndobana, if I'm doing this for hype, this is going to affect me. But if I'm doing this for the purpose that I set out for, then it doesn't matter. Even if it's just one person who's watching this thing and it's able to change their life, then I will continue to do it.
Yeah.
And your message came in and you're officially the first guest that has ever reached out to us.
Yeah.
To want to be on the platform and not me having to go out and look for someone or to bring in people that I know. So I appreciate that so much because it really was the affirmation that I needed in the Ubana. Not only are we being seen by Abandu, but we are being seen by international sports players.
Yeah. No, but it's funny because so I entered rehab 2022.
Yes.
October. I think because my sober date is the 12th. And I entered rehab literally the next day. It's so funny because that couple is on Black Label.
Oh.
I don't know. That's how far. Like you caught in that couple caught Black Label on 11 October. I remember Niaman, you're 10. This is the last one.
Yes.
And already in Ngondo, I knew I was going into rehab that Friday. This was a Wednesday. Yes. Last band, And when I entered rehab, I was like, why am I actually doing this? And it was more that thing of one, you're an international cricket player.
Yes.
That was my biggest fear. Like, now
is this how I want to be known?
When it catches wind.
Yeah.
Rightly so. And I'm so blessed to be one because it made me do a whole 360 on my own life. And Ilula to be like so shameful, but what are you ashamed of?
Absolutely.
And there's nothing that's sad about it.
So currently you are on how many months now? Then Dibali Legalendo and now
years. I don't wait. All on go phone, but like
so wait, it would have been isn't it 38 months?
What's 3 years, 1 month, 5 days?
Yeah, because 36 months is 3 years. 37 and a bit.
Yeah. 5 days. Yeah. So entered rehab, never looked back. Really.
And how much do you calculate or keep track of the days? Because for me personally, I don't necessarily. But also my journey was different. I just I was in a club. I was in a club in the Northwest. And I was just like, when I get back to Joburg, I'm going to stop drinking. My friends were like,
when was this?
This was beginning of this year.
No.
And I came back to Joburg and I stopped. I joined the gym and I haven't looked back since.
That's amazing. Like I wish I had that all power. Because like you know when thick and fast, like life was happening so quickly in Sekapa, and now it's all about pop bottles at a club. Like that was how I wanted to be relevant.
Yes.
And Zaz by career and obviously like I had really patient coaches, and if a coach was Talelba, I'm not dealing with the human, I'm dealing with the athlete.
Yeah.
Career is probably done 3 years ago. And when I had my intervention, it was never a thing of yashauto.
Yeah.
It was a thing of
Yima, they had a whole intervention.
Dude.
Hold on. And we didn't do the formalities.
Okay.
First of all, Sinalo, welcome to the best of me. First of all, I want to ask you, what's your poison?
Ooh.
Currently, I mean, okay, you can start us. You can start us at what you used to like before.
Back then,
other than a Black Label.
Like, when Imali was good, it was always Jameson.
Okay, normal Jameson selects.
It had to be reserved.
Oh, oh, that's me. Yeah.
And then, like, obviously, ukala beer, serve, but it's like lalin.
Okay.
Because like it beer for long. But it was always whiskey.
Okay.
Gin, because you're in Cape Town, you know people in Cape Town.
Yes, and gin. So now you're sober. And it's been a while. So what is it? What's your poison now? What do you drink now?
Cheap as it changes. Sparkling water always.
Okay.
But there's just something about, because the reason sparkling, I had to find something Rehab. So it was lime and sparkling.
Yes.
Just to see if sharp.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I didn't go clubbing and that type of stuff, but there was still that urge.
Yes.
So let's try sparkling, and then the fucking lime. And then it was like, we're going with it. But if Ndiapuma, let's say, to a bar with friends, because now I'm at that point where I'm comfortable. So do you have your Red Bull? You have your sparkling.
Okay.
Just to maintain the energy also.
All right.
But yeah, Coke and Namans Naitant.
Coke and Namans. Let's see in our little See, it's got a national team on it, but it doesn't have you guys.
But it's fine. We all won. Green and gold is still the same. Green and gold is always the same. But gold. The reason why I went this one is because I just want to dilute my Coke for the electrolytes.
So I went with some Oros.
Oros ding. You say kumu? Ukulani ngayo.
Kumu.
Okanyes lalini uti slashy ofaka bombosin.
Yes.
Then uti Oros. That's a go-to.
Okay. So Sinalo, a lot of the time, especially getting abandu, when people ask you what's your poison, our go-to is telling them what we drink.
Yes.
However, a poison in its truest sense is something that eats us up from the inside.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, I think in sobriety, a lot of the time we have to face our challenges and our problems. It's very difficult to run away from them.
Yeah.
So, with that said, currently, what would you say is your poison?
Good or bad? Like, good or bad?
Well, I mean, too much of a good thing can be bad.
No, I'm saying, like, when you say your poison, Manditi, for me, my poison, would be...
No, in terms of, don't let go aside.
Fear, doubt.
Fear of?
Failure. But the thing is, it's inevitable. Because how I turn it around isn't failure an opportunity to learn. So when I go cricket terms, like, it's always like that. And it's so cool because ngoku, like, I am so self-aware.
Yeah.
So ndiyazazi if something is off. One,
okay.
No, spiritually, I'm not aligned here.
Yes.
I'm impatient with the people I love, which is rare. So that's when I know, off. And then by addressing it, like, because of the fellowship, obviously, I'm gonna go AA head on.
Yes.
Like, it keeps me sober, it keeps me sane. And the one thing that I do is I tell them, like, for example, I'll give an example. Like, after the World Cup, I felt during the World Cup, I felt so sorry for myself. Like, the runs are not coming. I don't feel like energy's there.
Yeah.
And I called them, but how ungrateful are you? Because you were crying for moments like this all those years ago. So now why is it you feel sorry for yourself? Go down on your knees, pray, meditate. And it's like a huge weight off my shoulders. I always tell people, I get the love I need, not the one I want.
Yes. Oh.
Always. And obviously, like, I'm all about service. So yeah, Fana, if someone calls me from the fellowship or wherever,
yes,
same thing. Honesty.
And the self-awareness, it's also something that I certainly have right now.
Yeah.
And also I'm able to communicate it much better.
And you're not embarrassed to.
And I'm not embarrassed to. There has just been this weight that has been lifted off my shoulders in terms of people's expectations, how I need to interact with them, but also the conversations with myself. I'm a lot kinder to myself, and which makes me a lot kinder to other people, because I'm able to have these conversations and say, okay, this is where you went wrong. This is where you need to take stock. This is where you need to account. And then if I feel like it also involves you, Sinalo, I'm able to then come to you and say, this is where, I feel like you did me wrong, or this is where I feel like you could have shown up for me better. And I'm not doing it in an angry or accusatory or lendoga. I'm doing it because I see the benefit of this relationship, and I want it to be better. And therefore, I now know how to manage myself better to be able to manage the relationships around me better.
Yeah.
I want us to start at the beginning.
Go away.
I want us to start at the beginning. Take us back to Sterling. And I mean, Sterling, you are first team in all of your sports, right? What, hockey, cricket, netball? Was there netball as well?
Grade 8 and 9, and then I had to choose in grade 10.
You are a prefect. You've won Sportswoman of the Year. You're staying in hostel.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is a thing or not, but apparently they were also calling you monkey.
Hey, funding.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, I don't know how it came about, but yeah, but then like obviously you grow out of it and you're like Andy Foolland. You don't want to be tied by that. And obviously that took courage for me to say Andy Tandilkam.
Yes.
And then obviously it came to Chappies. I don't know what.
Then to Chappies.
No, one friend, Chappies. I don't know. And then it's Jeffy, JJ now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just looking at those names, because I know very much being in a schooling environment and trying to be a part of something.
Yeah.
Trying to assimilate, especially alokuthi nasifunde kwezi zikolo. So tell me about one, maybe a lot of things you probably let slide within that environment to try and fit in.
Yeah.
And maybe why you probably felt that urge.
Yeah, I think, jeepers, if I just look back, even before Sterling and
yes,
for me to get there, my mom had to make the sacrifice and hostel because I was always athletic, like from a very young age. And I remember in grade 1, then I was still at the time, and the headmistress, big teacher, big teacher, Montessori.
Okay.
Extension 7. I'm sure there's people that will know that school. And she actually said to her mama, get this kid out of here. Because they didn't offer any sport.
Okay.
So then I'm done with ibola. Like whatever sporting thing. In pa.
Yeah.
And mama, okay, cool. But the only problem was before I nhlale hostel. And Umama made that sacrifice not knowing what the return of investment is.
Yes.
You're a single mom. you have a kid that's athletic and Dora is sport and like hockey is expensive because I didn't play cricket up until high school. So Umama was like, okay. And she's a very financial savvy human being. Like she'll know, okay, I didn't learn that from her because sometimes I look at her and I'm like, oh, go in my mail. But you know, as soon as going in there, mama. And you know what? For her, she knew that, okay, I just want to make my kid happy.
Yeah.
So entered grade 2. I entered the hostel all the way to matric.
Oh, geez.
I had to. Like, I had to. There was no two ways about it. And even from then, I had to adapt from a very young age.
Yeah.
English, I had to learn very quickly because that is how it happened. It would been Siva, but then it was more like,
it's the medium of communication.
Yeah.
So,
so when it came to the element of fitting in, I learned it from a very young age. Like even going into rehab, people were like, this is easy for you because you know how to follow a set schedule. Because everything in rehab was like this. And it brought me back to when I entered hostel for the very first time.
Yeah.
Like it was those things. And mama had to teach me, and I'm so lazy, guys. People think that I just wake up and no, guys. It's a drag, but I know I have to do it. But like, that's life, right?
Yeah, it is.
Exactly. So I got the fundamentals, pana. And obviously fitting in, it was a must or else you're isolated. So you kind of had to figure out, like, I think that's why in Ngoben said rehab, but my manipulation skills are very high. It's one of my biggest character defects, like arrogance, manipulator. Like as an addict, you are a manipulator.
Of course.
So late.
Of course.
You manipulated your system somewhere there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like, and I think there's a corner, but like in a very harsh way. So when it comes to fit, oh man, I could. I never had a problem with it. And like, it was always that thing, yo, I was because I knew I needed you at a specific time. Now I'm very crucial on who's in my circles. It's no longer looking, but I'll still greet, but I won't now spit like my whole life story. No. Unless you call him like, dude, how did you get sober? That's different. But I won't go in detail with my personal stuff. But I'll share my experience and how I got here. But like, if anything, that was like the biggest blessing. Because Nashem, I was that kid where teacher's favorite, always.
Okay.
Because I had to wake up very early because I knew that I couldn't go to varsity without a mom, like without a bursary. I couldn't. So it was more like I knew that I had to play first team. This cricket thing, cricket had been born on it, but I always wanted to go to Olympics for hockey.
For hockey, yes.
There's always that thing of I have to. And there was a school teacher, Mr. Julie. He used to wake me up very early to go run. I promised telling me lunch. And then uti Atterbury Road, very well.
Yeah.
And so I used to run before school. Get to class. Didn't really care about school, but I didn't pass.
Okay.
Yes. But it was more like by focusing maybe. And how I'm gonna give everything to get there. And so like in cricket, I really loved cricket. I mean, that's where I met to Aya, Kak, and Annika Bosch. We've known each other from very littles in Klempupa, Louise Webb. They playing for the Springbok women.
Yes.
So I had those people that were also sport crazy. So it was never like a thing of dead.
Yeah.
And even my counterparts up at school, when we all knew that we want to go to varsity, play hockey, go to Olympics. We all had the same vision. And I got to Poch, and then about Kusa get Poch.
I actually cannot wait for this to drop because as much as I never went to Sterling, I had a whole lot of family that went to Sterling, right?
Really?
Yeah. Where do you think I got all this information from?
I have no clue. I'm like, who this now? Civilian skills, hundreds.
Yeah. No, so I had a few cousins who went to Sterling. My cousins were Uzaman and Nikita Mtsi. I had...
Uzaman was in my year, Mos.
Yes.
No way!
And then I had Ulu Tonosivun no Zonke Vika. They were also my cousins. Yeah.
Haibo.
Yeah.
So we connected somewhere, somehow.
Exactly.
Haibo.
So I want you to take me to the first drink. Do you remember the first drink?
I was very young. Like, I knew, like, I was always like that kid, that naughty one, but knew where I was going, so I didn't sit on it. Well played. But it's village.
Hey, John.
Yo. No, man, like, it was more like curiosity.
Yes.
And I didn't like it. Shortcut, I'm called basket.
Yes.
Do you understand? Like, but it's like, no. But I still went back. I think that's when the addict brain was like festering.
So I remember there was a drink called Crest.
You are like.
Crest, it used to, under the Coca-Cola company, it was discontinued. Crest looked like beer. And a lot of, I remember that time, because that sandals, man, no, man, it always leather, I guess. Or sweet kuluvab.
Yes.
And kube koka black, like glass and that flat bottom round with the the indents. And kwakola ndo yontlonda abantwana. Ina khabula.
Now
Crest with ukhabule now, and it's like, oh. But then after whatever the event is or whatever, right? The following day, nithunywe nechomizeni into bana niqokeleleke amakhoba. Nifingelele.
I can relate.
Sharp. And then there are things like, for instance, and then we've got mkomboti. And even as a kid, you're
I took my ankles.
Even as a kid, you're allowed to partake. And I remember there was one time, Aposate say Canela is sweet 8. Canela is sweet 8. I had to go pop. And it turned pink. And then, I guess through friends. And the reason I was asking about fitting in, because I think for me, there was a lot of, I had older friends.
Sure.
And they were experimenting. So I'm experimenting. But I think the move to Cape Town.
Me too.
The move to Cape Town. When I was better because
no, but
Diego Stones, Diego the Shack.
I don't know those places.
Exactly.
No, but like, it's funny how you mentioned that, because I remember like Nases Lalini, like, Christmas, and you think you're gonna go buy beer. If I was with those kids, like, they never used to give. Because they're like, not no Sinalo. Because like, obviously they knew that Lomdana was like sport. Like, I think Ilali knew that they couldn't. So that's why in my head, Belinda was 18.
Yes.
Because I was like, 18, yabo, at least in Zokwa's walk freely in the arm.
Yes.
But I knew at home, Mama once I'm born in Petit de Sandlini, there's no chance. So Mama has never seen me hold something in my hand till this day. Like, till this day, in the sober. But she's never seen, but so I'm born in Petit Yona. When Biza. Ndiqala ndihambe ndiyoqhela ichepisi ndithi mama athi ha so you get me, like, because mom was very strict, like, she doesn't drink, like, even my whole family, my aunt, my uncle, the one that used to drink was my grandfather, and Umakulu doesn't drink, Malume doesn't drink, my aunt, my mom, like, and it was so weird because my cousins were older than me, and and like, I remember growing up, and like, obviously there's girls, and like, I said that,
yeah,
you understand, the perception, but I knew, okay, so to be relevant, nigga, the train it just as hard, have the whole South African, but be like, I never used to go beyond my training. If I had to do specific, I stayed there. It was never like pushing myself beyond that, because lifestyle. My career was not number one. Lifestyle.
Your career was a means to an end.
I needed the career to get
there, yes, to get the lifestyle.
Yeah. So it was always a bare minimum. Like, and once I got in and I was a regular in the squad, then I became very complacent and very comfortable.
Ooh.
Yeah,
It's wild you say that, because I was saying to someone recently, the city, as much as I've been working for like the last 14 years, I feel like this is my first year actually working. And they were like, what do you mean? I was like, I'm showing up differently.
Sharp.
I now have goals, dreams, aspirations that I am not afraid to action.
Yeah.
I'm eventing differently. I'm no longer going to events and hanging out by the bar. I'm meeting the relevant people that I'm supposed to meet. I'm doing things that are advancing my career instead of just being okay with being in the space. I want to actually dominate the space. And it is such a different feeling, you know, of actually I want to do better. I want to be better
for everyone,
for myself and everyone around me, you know?
Yeah, because it's so sad. Like, hence this whole fitting in. It woke up people pleasing. Fitting in had an element of you losing a piece of yourself.
Absolutely.
All things, like, it doesn't make sense. You had to at some point compromise when, and people pleasing. I want everyone around me to love me. Now, if I'm on phone, not everyone's my cup of tea, but I will respect you, and I will be kind to you.
I've also let go of a lot of friends who have a lot of friends, because that conversation with myself, directly with what you were saying, and for they've had to compromise a lot of themselves.
100%.
And that means that you don't have a backbone, because you are literally going to try and appease everybody.
Sharp.
Because you can't tell me you have that many friends and you have never you've never fallen out with them on things. Guys, there are issues we have in South Africa that you can't put people in the same room and everybody's going to have the same views on homosexuality, on poverty, on politics, on whatever. And on the you've never had heated conversations where you're just like, actually, I don't believe that this person and I are supposed to be in the same space. Your proudest thing is that when out
no, doesn't work like that.
No.
Like, I always make a reference point about it, is like, the road to success is very quiet.
Yes.
But once you're there, it's very loud. How you as an individual is going to take that, if you take it with grace, you'll always be someone. But if you're going to take that success, you're going to forget why you started in the first place. I always use that reference. Like, I was actually thinking about it in the car on my way here in Manan City. Am I happy with where I'm at? Yes, I'm very happy, but I know that there's a lot of growth that needs to happen still. Like, I can't now be thinking of Sinalo 5 years from now, because I'm going to lose that 5 years to be that person.
Yeah.
Well, like, it's like that. It's like,
yeah.
Some people are meant to be in your life for a season. Some people are meant to be alive for eternity. Like, that's a fact. And if I lose people, it's not because I'm losing because there was a fallout. I'm losing because somehow you outgrew me, or I outgrew you. And big with peace nagulondo. And yabon lando ba I ndim outgrow ile chom. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
I get you 100%.
No, like, I used to be that person where I used to victimize everything. Yo, Mr. Things, they're bigger than me. I'm using your name because you're my first friend. She came all the way from London. She was also at Stirling. And like, she lives in London full time. But like, I was actually saying, our friendship, man, we don't need to speak every day. There's no need. But the catch-ups do need to happen.
Yes.
And I know that phone ikala, you need me.
Yes.
Vice versa.
Yeah. Okay, so you moved to Cape Town?
Yeah. No, I was in Poch.
Oh, Poch first.
7 years.
Yes.
That's when because one, Poch is cheap, so it didn't really tax my pocket. So it was always that thing of students, so we
yes.
And it was good, but that's when I was like, I like this.
Yeah.
I want more.
Yeah.
And then we could move to Cape Town.
No, you know what? Because also the student plays a very big part in how we actually end up.
Yeah. Because I wanted that life.
Yes.
Yeah, man, and you see a guy figure at PM, like, and then all the women going to his car. Where I see, that's what I saw. Sorry, I had to go.
So, I mean, Yes, I was very fortunate when I went to varsity because I had a bursary that was paying for my accommodation and tuition and for food, right? Ooh. So, and then as a student, that's when you have the most money.
Yeah.
Because there's always people just wanting to give you money. And get,
boy.
And like, I had my mom who was giving me an allowance.
Yeah.
There was my dad who was intermittently giving me money whenever he felt like it, or you know, or whenever his pocket allowed. Then there was my sister as well.
Yeah.
So I was doing much better than some of my friends who went to school with me and lived in the same place as me, because bona, they have to buy groceries or they're given an allowance, and from that allowance they need to buy groceries and still entertain. Food is sorted.
Yeah.
And I think it gave me, and it fed into that thing, that monster that eventually grew of me wanting to please everybody and using imali to do that, or let's go out, it's fine, I've got you.
Yeah. No, I used to do that.
I've got you, and you're paying for Rabando.
Yeah, I did that.
Because yes, it's a student's budget, but I've got it.
You corner something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
then I started working at the end of first year. You know, I had my first TV job beginning of second year. So now, on top of everything being paid for, I've now got imali engenayo, and the lifestyle just went. So I want you to take us to your.
So obviously, like, varsity has big corner every time in Mali for like as you alluded to, but I think Cape Town. I moved down 2019, but then I was working it was before my SA contract. So Manditi 2016, obviously I made my debut, but I was never contracted.
Yes.
So I still had to work. So I did hockey coaching and stuff. So so it wasn't the thing. Like, I used to coach like private sessions. So I knew that bulk of my money is gonna come from APA. And went to Worcester. I was in Worcester. I was like director of hockey. So obviously
was this at a school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Had SJ10 Day Afrikaans school.
Kan jy Afrikaans praat?
Ja, ek kan.
It
was nobody puk mos.
Yeah.
I could choice.
It was nobody puk.
Yeah, I could choice. And I remember when I went my first year, I was like, but by the time I left, bro, kijk nou.
Yeah.
Ja, ek verstaan lekker. No, but like when I went to Thursday, it's like massive salary.
Yeah.
Director of hockey.
Yes.
Massive. And obviously I had some Protea caps under my name for cricket. And it's funny because in 2017 to 2019, beginning of 2019, I was dropped from the national team for cricket. And obviously that's when I think my disease of alcoholism just went up, because I felt sorry for myself. And Lali, anyways, should I even still play cricket? Like, I was there. Hence I took the job to go down, because I felt like there's no I'm not going to make it. It's fine. At least I can say that Dinazi caps.
Yes.
And I called Western Province. I was like, listen, I'm coming down. So Worcester, Cape Town. Worcester is like an hour away. And Coach Claire used to actually come to Worcester. And so I could train at times, And no, it was tough, because I didn't have that passion for cricket anymore by that time. I knew that is money nuke, and potentially I can be a head of sport, maybe a styling or something like that. So that was my build up, maybe in that sphere. Because when I dropped out, Mama, I dropped out. Whoa. Because I was like, no, I'm gonna give cricket everything. So obviously, like, and I learned about but you don't want to go to class.
Yeah.
It was always that, like, Monday to Friday, like, should I really? And then obviously I was like, nah, it's fine. It was like a sport. And then I was so fortunate that, man, God had my back. Because like, as soon as I felt like I'm dipping and Pinan Pagamis and Fakakuskola, like Worcester, for example. And there I was like, okay, sharp. I couldn't do much besides drink brandy and Coke and coach. And even then, I had coaches that I had to guide in ways on how to position, because they were very young hockey school.
Yeah.
So my job was very high, and like the kids used to come in for private sessions. Abazali saying, "Can I bring my kids?" And that was in May. I got there in March. Manditi, by April, May, I already got a call from the SA selector to say, "Listen, there's an injury. We need you to come in." Chief, I haven't trained. I haven't trained 100%.
When I haven't trained, Ogo Sela Ibrand.
No, but my career is finished.
Yes.
My career is finished. And where I've got runs behind my belt, but like it's more the thing of 2019. Pakistan series, I still remember. I thought there's a bencher like I did before. First game, I'm in the lineup. What is going on? And I was rusty but like that's when the love ignited again.
Yes. That's that pickup that you were talking about.
Yeah, like Landuba,
Yeah.
And
let me show you actually what this thing is and why you love it and why it's so important to you.
And 6 months later, I got a national contract. It's
national contract comes in 2020, right?
Before.
Was it before?
Before, yeah. By the time I was making my debut, there were contracts, but it wasn't kanjengat. Like now there was 16. So it was like just a select few players. So now at least you can say the whole squad is contracted.
Okay.
So then I got a contract upgrade like 6 months later.
Yeah.
And from there, they're like, "Listen, you have to leave the school." And I'm like, they just headhunted me all the way from Poch. I'm telling the headmaster, no, please go.
Yes.
Like, you understand? Like, please go. Do your handover. Go. That's mama. Now. Because Umama actually was no, hlala nam, because obviously I hadn't stayed with her since I was how
you were like 7.
I was a kid. And then from the morning, Nabaleka and Poch. Do you understand? So she's like, "Please stay with me." And that was when Umama realized, my kid is far gone. Because obviously now I am old. I was before like this bad. Like now I've got friends, mom. Like, and I used to lie, hey. Mama, just I don't even know who I'm gonna find there. Yes. Keep them so. And like most of the closest people I have, I met at Groove. Like I can name one where I'm like, that banana, oh my amount. We still chat today, just from a night whereby I'm out alone, but I still want to go have fun lifestyle.
Yeah.
I know, but and then he literally just said, was like a cool, nat.
Yeah.
And then from there he could manage me. He's a chartered accountant, but like people like that, it was up. But it was that thing of Sinalo.
No.
There's a line.
Yes.
Every time I crossed it, went Jong. Really? You understand? So he held me accountable.
Yeah.
But he couldn't see anything. So it was always that, like, jeepers. Yeah, I'd be missed.
So tell me about the wild nights, because our entire ethos here is kind of like from chaos to clarity. Yeah. And obviously there was chaos before you found the clarity. I
think my biggest blessing was that, like, how do I put it? One or two occasion, obviously Metla no mama, so it had to be a booking. Maybe one or two occasion, like literally one hand, whereby I took a girl home.
Okay.
But other than that, often Kabile, like, obviously I'm satisfied I'm going to because send for Sile, send everything, but I'll go home. Like, you understand? So for me, it was never the thing of finding umdu. It was always like a different setting.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I got bored. Like, what do you mean I have to go out with you every day or every weekend? No, like, I needed to see
new
people. Faces. Like, you get me? Like,
yeah.
And I'm someone that gets bored really easily. So, taking girls home, no, that was never my first priority.
Well, it doesn't necessarily need to be about taking girls home, but like, Klambi, you can say there was a specific night that I went overboard in terms of expenditure that still rings true in my head. Or were all the nights the same?
It's so funny because, like, people... There was someone that said, "I'm so glad you got sober because the last time I saw you, I didn't recognize you and I don't remember anything." Like, it's like my brain literally shut down as soon as I entered rehab. Like I can't pinpoint. When they born about there's bottles. And it's funny, I never used to get drunk.
Okay.
Because I was very alert. Because Mama always used to say to him, Danam, every time you see a flash, just put your head down. Like then I never used to go out like without a cap because every time I had to be on high alert.
Yes.
When but Chief, I didn't drink a lot. Lifestyle. Most probably. If anything, I got lit. Like complex in because I knew I'm a nagwekai.
Yes.
But when I'm in a setting, I know So people that were close to me still are close to me, like from even before the drinking days. Every time I tell my story, they say Njani. Because I hid that part of me. So hence I'm saying
the manipulation
manipulation, but I never invited them out.
Oh.
I didn't want them to see. Like Ilandoba, I don't know if it makes sense.
I get you.
Because my one friend actually went to a meeting with me. I was sharing at a meeting. And obviously, like, that was back, can she come? They're like, yeah, she can come because it is your story. And she's like, man, Sinalo, I didn't know. That's it. I know that because I wanted you to see what I wanted you to see. Like, I was very good at saying, yo, guys, I knew what I was doing was wrong. Like, it's not like being Ayaz. I knew exactly what I was doing. So hence, I was like, I can't let Abantu from that know me personally see what I'm actually doing. Do you get me? Like, nah.
So you go to rehab. You're in rehab for about 2 months.
Yeah, 56 days.
56 days. Take me through the intervention, firstly.
So, and
also the conversation with your mom about like, okay, mom, I'm going to rehab. Oh, is it?
You didn't know that thing. So, on May 2022, Doc comes to me, our team doctor. Jay, I think you have a problem. Doc, straight away. I'm just having fun. My teammate, Sinalo, if I'll be a girl, you understand? Like Abantu.
And by Abandaba, because when you are so
I'm messing it up.
No, as in like in your mind, right? Yeah. It's like they don't understand and all of these things.
And every time they said and then babaleka, like I used to drink a lot on tours. Only now this sober, they knew all along because obviously bill manager will ask to see the bill and then like they understand. Like in my mind, it's like no one knows. And Saya Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. Almost got left by a flight to come back home because that poor mom, I got messy. And I remember just that hustle to just get to the airport because that's way pass and I had to find my way. And I just remember that hustle. In the by flight was 10 p.m. and 10 a.m.
Okay.
So I knew I had 12 hours, but they already left early because from Birmingham to Heathrow was Carter jump.
Yes.
And my agent at the time, because I blew it.
It's my story.
My agent now, and then the Uber to Heathrow, and I made it in time, and that's when I was like, it's a problem.
Yeah.
That's when this born, and then that was like what, August 4th. I went MIA for 2 months. Didn't train, didn't answer anything, no calls, nothing. If only begeba, they say, oh, your phone. Junk. Yeah, pendul. But when it's my friends to go out, happy. Do you understand? Like I knew, I was very embarrassed. And there were times where I used to go to gym. Chief, and you figure Jimin, and there's a bar next door, near next door.
Without going into the gym. Okay.
Didn't have the will to train. Then vunselaka. And I think that's when my addiction was towards the back end, saying, I won't go all we want. That's when declared about Bundohlule. As soon as I had that first drink, it was gone. And I used to manipulate my doctor into giving me medical notes, man. Doctor, but in better papi. papalazi yanisha, and then she gives me what 3 days leave, and then I ask, okay, good Thursday, good Thursday, like like it was that insanity. Ndaya MIA for 2 months. 2 months ninga training ngikhumbula nenza umbulelo ekhaya 23rd of September. Literally got back to Cape Town after that, and not even a week later intervention happens.
How do they structure this intervention? How do they like
that one we email man, Teams meeting, all my coaching stuff. That yo career pelile. I thought I was losing my contract, and I was like, it's done. And I wasn't gonna enter that meeting, and something was like, just do it. It was a Friday. It was Friday the 7th of October, literally straight after Umbulelo. And all Coach Hilton said was, Mtanam, what's going on? And I said, Coach, it feels like I'm in a hole I can't get out. That's all I said. Doc was like, I'll call you back. And in that meantime, once I link Rehab. And yeah, like, yes or no, on phone. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, Doc Masambi, because I'm tired.
Yeah.
And also, I don't want them to shout at me. But then maybe chat after chat after chat. Because I've tried the psychologists. They tried everything. When I tell you, they tried everything. They tried it all. But this one was like, good Doc was like, Nancy Link, that is sure.
Yeah.
Man, that was a Friday. I Puma the same Friday.
Oh yeah, of course. One last hurrah.
That's all I'm on.
One last hurrah.
Well, to Doc, you're going next week Sunday.
Yeah.
Literally, she didn't take long. Medical aid details is everything. I sent it all. You're leaving next week.
How was that week?
Oh, I goes. Hence that black label because but that day kwabubo. Because I made sure tank it's empty.
Yes.
And I remember that Wednesday, Mom, we happy? I haven't told her. So Wednesday, in the campaign.
Yes.
We happy? Yeah, mama. And then I was like, Doc, I can't do it. So fine, no Doc. But Mama, can we call you? Doc only tells me this now, recently. What Mama was the funniest. What? Good. Akalalo sinalo. I'm like, it was that like I didn't know how bad I was.
Yeah.
Like it's insanity. What? Oh goodness, like typical. And I went in that Friday, and yeah, that was it. That was the last time. 11, silly black label. But I made peace with it that Wednesday when I was packing that I'm done. And those guys,
Okay, to your middle back.
No, I went to Midlands. Yeah, I went to Midlands.
Yes.
Far away, because remember, obviously from Cricket South Africa, I think they wanted my privacy to be intact.
Yeah.
And they did that because I was the one that came out and said I went to rehab after the T20 World Cup.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to, because I feel like I'm bound to suffer so much in silence. I was that person. So if I can say, but look where I am, like it's gone. Like I always, so I've got 3 medals now from World Cups, and those are my 3 years in sobriety. Like Kubana of money chips.
Yes, the sobriety chips.
Yeah,
yes.
So I have 2 chips. The one I keep in my wallet at home, and the one I keep very close to me, like in my AA big book. And for me, and I always look at my medals like, the silver medals, it's frustrating. You really want that gold. But every time I look at them, I was like, we almost didn't have you either. You see, so it's catch-22.
Sobriety can be a very difficult journey. Especially if you have undergone things like rehab, and maybe for others it might be public embarrassment and shame and things like that.
Yeah.
Because for some people they just stop and they can say, I'm taking a break.
I can't do that.
Yeah, well. Others, it's different because now the whole world is watching. There are people that are invested in you being sober. Tell me about maybe some moments where the urge has been there where you're just like, yo, when I'm bruh.
Waking up
Uh-huh.
and you just had a Mursa dream of you popping boy. Yeah. So sweet. Like I've had that so many times, but then also like it's when I'm going through something that I'm not willing to let go.
Yeah.
So let's say undenze something bad. If I don't let that go, that's gonna eat me inside. That is for me when I dream about alcohol or when I say to you, I need a drink. I'm not saying that in Zohamba.
Yes.
No, I'm just saying I'm very restless.
Yeah.
And that is my indicator to let God handle it. Whereby pray, you meditate. Prayer and meditation for me, if I don't do it, Yazba, I'm going back by the end of the week. It's something, they call it a daily reprieve. People think that, Babono 3 years, nah, I'm seeing Namhlan.
Yes.
It's just that the days are telling, we're great. But when I say 1 year or 3 years, people are like, wow, that's incredible. That is shift na 24. You want to shout it to gratitude for 24. I'm just grateful for Namhlan.
For today.
It's like building a house. One block. That's it. One day at a time. And it's just for me, I'm not here because I'm here because God made sure.
I say to people all the time when they ask me, so, and then utheba uyekile okanye usaphumlile okanye ndithi andiyazi qha yona nto ndiyaziyo into yobana andiseli ngoku and eyona nto ibalulekileyo into yobana qho xa ndizijonga ndivuka every single day ndithi andizusela namhlanje. I don't want to put pressure on myself by saying I'm not going to drink for the rest of my life. I don't want to put pressure on myself to say I'm not going to drink for the next year or the next 3 years or the next 5 years.
Yeah.
However, my only goal is to not drink today.
Yeah.
And that has really been the one machine that is driving, you know, the motor vehicle that is my sobriety.
Yeah.
Because I don't look to any further than, I mean, sure, I'm setting up things, you know, there's the podcast, there's the merch line, there's other businesses that we're building around the sobriety, which help hold me accountable, you know. But you can't build a business around your sobriety and then, but I don't look any further than 24 hours.
But it's funny when you mention everything. Like, I remember I started my foundation and I was still heavily in addiction. Back then I used it as
the SJ10 Foundation.
Yes, I used it as a thing of irrelevance.
Ooh.
You understand?
Got you.
So I had the right idea, wrong intentions. Now people are asking me, where are you with this foundation? And I'm like, I don't need to tell you the work I do. Because, not to say I don't need you, because obviously investors and stuff, but I'm saying I'm still revamping this thing in a way of how do I help the addict in me?
Yes. Because
Benikale for sport, but now we're branching out into helping people get sober, and there's a sporting element. Hence it's taking so long to revamp it. Because we're doing it now. I want to get people into rehab. But guess what? It's expensive. So how are we going to build something and say, listen, we're going to help you, but I don't have the right platform? Do
you know what is really wild? Man, I genuinely believe that nobody ever comes into your life for just vibes. I had a meeting with my lawyer last week, Friday, and we were talking, we were literally mapping out all the things that I wanted to do to trademark certain things and sharp, and I was like, I want to set up a foundation. And I wanted to deal with sobriety, but also for advocacy and activism. There are certain things within the legislature, there are bills that need to be passed, guys, that really help Abantu manage.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not a medical person. I'm not a medical aid person. Cycle is 28 days. medical aid only covers 21.
And
it was so sad to see abantu bahambayo after 21
days,
whereby you know that they need 7 days because the cycle is 28.
Yeah.
So I did 2 cycles. And I mean, I had Cricket South Africa to cover for me because I went into rehab flat broke.
Yeah.
Incredible, right? Like, if it wasn't for CSA, Nambens or Puma after 21 days. But I'm saying, you don't know how much of a difference 28 days make.
Exactly.
And then obviously, yes, banai medical aid, but like they have to leave because medical aid.
And how are we supporting people once they leave rehab, because
there's halfway houses, there's everything.
Exactly.
Like, but that's through rehab. Like how, like, do you understand? Like it's so crazy. And like addiction is a disease. That's what people don't understand. But like I got that a lot. And I'm like, I'm telling myself in my head, but like
I recently said something to someone, and we were talking about Lendo Ojwala. I think it may have been on Facebook or something. There was a whole thing on a radio station where I think a comedian had said, "Hey, ndapacha ngathi ndi positive." Ne? So obviously problematic. Now someone else was like, hayibo kudala abantu baxelelwa into bana mabacondomize. Yeah, so they must not be offended. And then another person came in and said, ifana nalento utywala. Abantu baziyele utywala. So I'm just like, and I sat there and I typed up this really long comment in the comment section by an city in the Ubana. Abantu bayathanda uzenza bhetere bona, because guys, we all drink. Well, I say we all, but we all drink, we all have sex, right? You uzenza bhetere because you didn't end up with a problem. We're doing the same things. We are doing the same things. You having, because it is a disease and sometimes it can be genetically dispositioned to, fall into. There's no way that you can sit there and say, when you are better because, but actually, if you went to an AA meeting, you may realize, and
you wouldn't know that person is an addict.
Exactly.
It's any person.
Exactly.
It goes to your big bosses, to your average Joe. Like addiction has got no discrimination. Like for men, and it's acceptance. I always say acceptance is the key to everything. Once you accept that, okay, I get, then life just, it's nice, man. I'm cruising. I still go out, but by 12 o'clock, I'm checking out.
I still go out as well.
I can't.
I still go out as well. And I have to say.
But how often do you go out? Because now it's once every 3 months. That's me. I can't.
So I did it quite a bit in the first couple of months because I was actively trying to maintain
la life.
Not necessarily la life, but
image.
No. The relationships.
Oh, sharp.
Because all my friends still drink. I'm just the only one that's sober. So, but it started really changing. And I went, okay, I really don't want to be here. So I'll pop by for 45 minutes.
Then I bet.
And then I bet. And then now it's gotten to a point where I'm just like, I don't want to be in the space. And if my body's telling me not to go, I'm not going to go. Because the things that I used to do when I still used to drink is that I would still go to places even though my spirit was telling me not to go. And I'd get there and I'd say, and then I'll be in the vibe, right? And that's when all the problems started because I never listened to my intuition. Yeah, well, so now I listen to it and I say, no, actually not going to go. Yes, I haven't seen my friends in a long time, but it's fine. They know I love them. They know I'm still around. And if guys, they can pick up the phone and set up.
We'll make something happen.
Yeah, as we close it off, how many siblings do you have?
1.
One.
And then my aunt and my uncle have one. But then by Alandelela now I'm 30. Then it is 2019 and 17.
So
like I was Zugulu bonke, and like the thing is they my siblings, batatu.
Yes. But I think let's speak about Lo one. I want us to speak about Bafu no boom nandi no danso tenasoba.
My brother, Nick.
Yes. And just being, a role model and undergoing this journey to better yourself for yourself, but also, of course, it being a pathway for him, to be able to look at it and say, oh, my sister did this.
No, man, like I think for him it's more if he calls me now, I stop everything and I answer.
Yeah.
Because no, man, growing up with a big age gap, so there was always that thing. Like there was always that thing. I remember I was in hostel at the time, and when Linda, I don't know how he knew it was Friday, but when Linda, this is all transport and Linda, like it was always that relationship, and like obviously like go beseluga, like now with June, it was like cheapers, like a full 360, like best and everything. In my mind, it was no, but like I think he's first year now, and my biggest fear was, he's gonna go through the same cycles as I did.
Yeah.
Bored. But what are you doing Friday night? I'm studying.
Yeah.
Do you need money? Are you gonna go out with friends? No,
I'm fine.
You can buy me clothes. And I'm like, no, but that's him. But also, like when I went into rehab, he got counseling from a family perspective of your sister's an addict.
Yeah.
And everything I do is for him. Whatever he's studying construction, and I said to him, Chief, go all the way. I'll make sure at some point I have enough capital business. Yes. Like you understand, like things like that I want to set him up.
Are you not
worry?
Are you not afraid that if he doesn't have the experience, Advocacy, if he doesn't have the experience, Advocacy, that maybe it's going to catch up with him later?
No, but I think because he didn't stay in hostel, he stayed with Umama. So obviously Umama doesn't drink, so he's used to that.
Okay.
So Ngumdo Aishem, when you say woke. Peer pressure me, no. Like understand, he's one of those. He knows imvelaphi yakhe.
Yeah.
Like solid. He knows if I don't this umama, but in a way of nikandukhulisanga kakuhle. Like you understand? Whereby I'm now is raised by the system.
Yeah.
Which is hostile. And it's two different things. And like I always like envy the relationship, man, because it's like issue and like I see how open they are. Like whatever. Only now recently I can see that and like you understand, like he's always been like Umama has always made sure that we had everything that we needed.
Yeah.
Like even with me, even with him. And that's why like it surprises me when I say, Protea phone nobody. I say, no, it's fine. But I'm gonna tell KFC. Like things like that. I need a laptop for school.
And I think that is so beautiful, because also that means that when he needs something, you trust that he needs that thing.
But that if you're gonna go out and you're gonna drink, if you talk better 50 rand, better low 50 rand, not to say my sister will need more.
Yeah.
If better londo, that. And I mean, Mama gave him a car. He's got a car at first year, and then the like you understand, like the dynamics are so different.
Of course.
He's driving home, and I used to call it fast back to flipping Eastern Cape. Like, and I just, we made sure that he wasn't sheltered per se, but he knew who to call.
Yeah.
If we were phone mama, phone lemna. Like mama anyways, but like as long as he's comfortable with either one.
Okay, so we are unfortunately out of time, but I want to find out now how you're sober now. And a lot of people tend to speak on the positives of being sober. What have been some of the biggest challenges for you? And how have those challenges shaped you and morphed you and made you even want to continue even more on this journey and to speak out about it so much?
I always say to people, putting the bottle down was easy, but fixing the behaviors was difficult. Behaviors will stay with me for the rest of my life. Now I've received the tools to maintain a holistic person.
Yeah.
So ngoku uba arrogant bam, ndiyakwazi uzibuyisela okwam. Upapa kwam, ndiyakwazi uzibuyisela ngokwam. Like, it's not like I'm super happy.
Yes.
I still do, but it's now like I'm more.
Also, you're able to channel it better into specific moments and times.
And the biggest thing is God's will be done, not mine.
Yes.
So whether I flop somewhere, God is trying to teach me a lesson. I've always learned that. It's always a lesson.
Sinalo, thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate you coming here and sharing your story with us, imparting a little bit of wisdom. I think I've learned a lot, and I know that there are people out there who are definitely going to learn a lot. You're going to inspire so many young sportswomen and sportsmen who are able to see you come and be able to say, this is what I went through. And because it was all about Pambil. And we can never stop people from having their own experiences. However, a lot of the time I say you can stop people from repeating that behavior. Almost like how better a guy won and they come and they check out your story. They're able to say, okay. Instead of going back again over and over and over. And I think this is why sibanayo le ntshisakalo into bana kufuneka sithethe so that sikwazi into bana sifundise abantu. And
I'm always approachable. If you send me a message, I'll always respond. That's a part of being of service.
And yazi ke noba mhlambe ke uba approachable na xa nifuna umkhupha for a date na, but ke
I
ube of service.
I'm very demure.
Very cutesy. Oh man, it's been such a great chat, and I really do appreciate you guys. Also, as of us shooting this now, I think we have just reached 700 subscribers on the YouTube channel. So shout out to you. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. It's always just so lovely seeing, especially Abantu interacting in the comment section, not only on YouTube, but also on our social media platforms. And now we've got Abantu Bafana Nosnalo who have gone through this journey, who are there in the comment section. If you are struggling, you know, you can always just write a message there, and we know that we've got a community of people that will come through and offer up support and offer up some help. Again, be sure to comment, like, share, subscribe. Every single Wednesday at 3 p.m. Sihlala phansi sibukele the best of me. Sinalo abantu bakufuna aphi?
Sinalo Jafta 10.
Across the board. Samora Mangesi. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
We bring it home.